Before we begin, please remember to like, subscribe, hit that notification bell, and share this video with all your friends. Welcome back to another election night in America. Election night 2024. It is between the incumbent president, Joe Biden, and the former president, Donald Trump, running again on an America First platform. Once again. So now we have our map. This is the 2010 census. This is the 2020 census. As you can see, the numbers seem a little off, and that is because the amount of the senators are not included in this map. Anyway, we have our 7 p.m. poll closings. Anyway, in Indiana, he will win their 11 electoral votes. In South Carolina, he will win, Donald Trump will win their 9 electoral votes. In the state of Vermont, Joe Biden will win their 3 electoral votes. In the state of Kentucky, Donald Trump will win their 8 electoral votes. In Virginia, it is too early to call. In Georgia, it is too early to call. Now we have our 7:30 p.m. poll closings, and I'd just like to show you quickly our electoral map. Let me just fill it in. Let's fill in our electoral map. So this is our electoral map. Here for you. As you can see, the lighter red is swinging, meaning it's not been called yet and swinging one way, and the solid colors are finally called states. So anyway, we have some state calls to make coming in through my... So anyway, now West Virginia lost an electoral vote going to Donald Trump. In Ohio, it is too close to call. In North Carolina, it is too early to call. In Virginia, it is also still too early to call. In Georgia, too close to call. And now we have on our road to 270. As you can see, the state of Vermont has been called for the Democrats. Indiana, Kentucky, West Virginia, and South Carolina have been called for the Democrats. Ohio, North Carolina, and Georgia are leading red. Virginia is leading blue. Anyway, we have our 8 p.m. poll closings from the states from Maine, Massachusetts, New Hampshire, Rhode Island, Connecticut, New Jersey, Delaware, Maryland, D.C., Pennsylvania, Michigan, Illinois, Missouri, Oklahoma, Texas, Mississippi, Alabama, and Tennessee, and also Florida. So anyway, let's get on with some state calls. In the state of Maryland, Joe Biden will carry their 10 electoral votes. In the state of Delaware, Joe Biden will carry his home state 3 electoral votes. He will also win Illinois' 19 electoral votes. He will win New Jersey's 14 electoral votes. In Connecticut, it's too early to call, but we can note that Biden is leading. In Massachusetts, Joe Biden declared the winner there. In Rhode Island, it lost an electoral vote in the 2020 census, and it is being awarded to Joe Biden. In Maine, Maine's at-large vote, it splits its vote into an at-large vote and 2 congressional districts. We can report that its at-large vote is going to Joe Biden. And also, Maine's 1st congressional district is going to Joe Biden. We can also now report that Alabama is going to Donald Trump. and that Mississippi is going to Donald Trump. It is too early to call in Tennessee. In Oklahoma, we can report that Donald Trump, the former president, will gain their 7 electoral votes. Wow, it looks like it's going to become a close night. In Missouri, it is too close to call. We can note, though, that Biden is leading by very slim margins there. And in the state of New Hampshire, it is too early to call. Also, we have a lead for Biden in that state. And in Florida, it is too close to call. We can note, though, that Trump is leading. And in Texas, it is too early to call, with a good lead for Trump. That can narrow or widen. We'll see as the night goes on. And anyway, on our electoral map, we're going to take a second to fill this in. Okay, sorry, you might not be able to see. Sorry about that. Just a couple of technical difficulties, but we're fixing them up right now. And now we are going to fill in our map. Sorry about that. Still having technical difficulties. A couple. Now we are declaring the Democratic states. Wow, there are a lot of them. Sorry, do not. Now we will fill in our swing blue states, and that is the state of Florida. Oh, and we have some new projections coming in. Anyway. So we can note now that the Democrats now get the lead with 69 electoral votes, and Donald Trump is a little behind with 46 electoral votes. Anyway, we have our 8:30 p.m. poll closings from the one state of Arkansas. And in Arkansas, their 6 electoral votes will go to Donald Trump. We can also report that we can now project that Connecticut will go to Joe Biden. We can now report that Missouri is going to Donald Trump. And it's too early to call in Pennsylvania, but we can note that Donald Trump has a lead. In Michigan, it's too close to call, but Donald Trump also has a lead. In the state of Tennessee, now we can finally project that Donald Trump is declared the winner there. In North Carolina, it is too early to call, but we can note that Donald Trump also has a lead there. And we have our 9 p.m. poll closings. I'd just like to show you our updated map. And there we go. So now we can see that the Republicans picked up Missouri, Arkansas, and Anyway, so now with our 9 p.m. poll closings from the states of going as east of New York, Wisconsin, Minnesota, both of the Dakotas, North and South, Wyoming, Nebraska, Louisiana, Colorado, New Mexico, and Arizona. So let's get on with a slew of state calls. New York. New York's 27 electoral votes will go to Joe Biden. And we can finally now project that New Hampshire's 4 electoral votes will also go to Joe Biden. We already reported this, but that was an apparent win in Connecticut, but we can now fully make it clear that Joe Biden has won the state of Connecticut. In Kansas, Donald Trump is declared the winner in Kansas. In Wyoming, Donald Trump wins the state. In North Dakota, Donald Trump also wins. In South Dakota, Donald Trump pulls ahead. And in Nebraska, at-large vote goes to Donald Trump. Nebraska's at-large vote. Nebraska's third congressional district goes to Donald Trump. In Louisiana, Donald Trump picks up the state of Louisiana, easily winning their 8 electoral votes. And in Mississippi, we are finalizing Mississippi is going to Donald Trump. It is too close to call. In Wisconsin, we can now note that Donald Trump has a good lead there. Not a good lead, but a tiny lead there. And in Minnesota, Biden has a good lead there. It's too early to call. In Arizona, it is also too early to call, but we can note that Donald Trump has a lead there. In New Mexico, it's too early to call. Also, we can note that Biden has a lead there, and the same exact situation with Colorado. But now we can make it final that Donald Trump will win Ohio's 17 electoral votes. And now, finally, this is a call that Democrats are not happy about, but it's not that out of the ordinary. That the Republicans now are winning the state of Texas. It is too early to call in Maine's 2nd congressional district. We just got a new call there, though, that shows that now the Biden lead is gone, and now Trump has a very small lead. Enough, though, that it's not too close to call and that it's too early to call. And now we have our 10 p.m. poll closings. I'd just like to show you our electoral map now with a couple of our updates here. You can note that the state of Florida has gone from a Biden lead to a Trump lead. And as you see, all the new state calls show on this map on the road to 270. And anyway, let's keep going with some more 9 p.m. not 9 p.m. poll closings, 10 p.m. poll closings. I'm definitely jet lagged. Anyway, in the state of Utah, Donald Trump will win their 6 electoral votes. They have a big Mormon population and they vote very Republican. In Montana, it is too early to call. We can note that Trump has a good lead there. And the opposite is true in Nevada. It's too early to call, but we can note that Biden has a good lead there. And it is too close to call in the state of Iowa, but at the same time, Donald Trump maintains a small lead over Joe Biden. And now we can make it final. Maine's 2nd congressional district is going to Donald Trump. Florida is now being awarded to Donald Trump. One of the worst calls for the Democrats. If you wouldn't want to be in the Democratic camp when you're seeing that, you would definitely want to be the Republican. If in that situation, Republicans needed this state. This was a must-win state for them. And the state of North Carolina, we can make it final now that it is going to Donald Trump. But New Mexico, this is some states for the Democrats. New Mexico is going to Joe Biden. And in Nevada, Joe Biden's the apparent winner there, meaning that he's not technically the winner, but we're pretty sure. In Montana now, we can make it final that Donald Trump will win their 4 electoral votes, and Donald Trump is also the apparent winner in Iowa. Remember, just a minute ago, it was too early to call, too close to call, but now we see a lot of those Republican counties reporting, and now he has an insurmountable lead there for Joe Biden to catch up. We can now project that he's the apparent winner in Iowa. In Colorado, we can now project that Joe Biden will win the state of Colorado. Oh, this is a bad one for the Democrats. Good for the Republicans. Pennsylvania, Donald Trump is the apparent winner there. Remember, this is not technically final, but we're very sure that if it flips, we'd be extremely surprised. Anyway, we have our 11 p.m. poll closings. It's 11 on the east, 8 on the west, and there are a lot of poll closings there from the states of Washington, Oregon, California, and Idaho. So let's get some state calls coming up. But first of all, I will show you our road to 270. on the road to 270. As you see, there are a couple of off shades colors now because there are some unfinalized areas. But in my opinion, I'd rather be in Trump's camp tonight than Biden's camp. So anyway, let's get on with some state calls that I'm just hearing about. So anyway, in the state of California, a big win for the Democrats. A big win for the Democrats there. They will go on to win California's 55 electoral votes. No surprise there, but it is still a big prize, so that's why I gave it some focus time. And in Oregon, Joe Biden, the apparent winner there. He's not technically the winner, but we're very sure. We'd be extremely surprised if anything changed there, so he's the apparent winner in Oregon. And in Washington, Joe Biden is the winner in Washington. And we now are finalizing our results in Nevada. We now can say for sure that Nevada is going to Joe Biden. And the same in Oregon. He has an insurmountable lead there. There's just no way that Donald Trump can pull ahead in that state. He needs to win exactly 100% of the vote to even get a chance at winning there. Oh, and in Pennsylvania. A call that the Democrats have been haunting. Pennsylvania, though, solidifying for Donald Trump. Okay, now anyway, Idaho going to Donald Trump. No surprise there. In Minnesota, though, this is some good stuff for the Democrats. Minnesota's. Joe Biden is the apparent winner in Minnesota. And Nebraska's first congressional district. Donald Trump will become the winner there. And in Nebraska's second district, a swing district, not as much this time for some reason, that is going to Donald Trump tonight. And in Minnesota, we are finalizing our results in Minnesota, meaning that Minnesota is now solidly in the Biden column. And now we have our 12 a.m. poll closings from the state of Hawaii. I'd just like to show you our road to 270. To win this map, he'd pretty much need to win. Oh, I'm sorry. There is a technical difficulty, but Virginia was called for Joe Biden just a minute ago. Joe Biden will need to pretty much win every state on the map. He could afford to lose Arizona, which we now are just getting a call is shifting to leading for Biden. But it still is very hard. It doesn't look so good for them right now. Anyway, let's get to calling Hawaii. We all know the way Hawaii is going to go, but we need to do this. Hawaii's 4 electoral votes are going to go tonight to Joe Biden. Very not surprising. And we have our 1 a.m. poll closings on the east, 10 on the west. Let's go. And in the state of Alaska, Donald Trump is the winner. No surprise there. Now, let me just show you our road to 270 as it updates right now. Anyway, let's go here. Let's go to Arizona. Their 12 electoral votes are being called for Joe Biden. In Wisconsin, their 10 electoral votes are being called for Joe Biden. And in Georgia, it's too close to call there. But we can note that Donald Trump has a lead in Georgia. In Michigan, it's too early to call. Actually, sorry for the error on your screen. It says, it's supposed to say 15 electoral votes, but we now, just a second ago, it's a coincidence, Michigan is going to Joe Biden tonight. Now, the tables have turned a little bit. And we are retracting our calls in Pennsylvania. Once again, this has not happened since the 2000 election, remember, with the Florida thing. but we are now retracting our calls in Pennsylvania. We have seen a big packet of votes coming out of Allegheny County that was just not expected to come out. And in a lot of those blue counties, those blue cities in Philadelphia area and Allegheny County, we've seen a lot of extra votes there that we did not expect. And we can now project that Joe Biden will win the state of Georgia. Just a minute ago it was too close to call, but now we can definitely project that 100% Joe Biden will win the state of Georgia. And we can now make a final projection that Joe Biden will win Pennsylvania. So now our final electoral map looks just something kind of like this. As you can see. Anyway, this is our final electoral map. Flips, I will just highlight any flips for you. Looks like almost an exact replica though of the 2020 election. Really, the only flip was Nebraska's 2nd congressional district. This is one of the few times, just as remember when he was vice president, his president, Barack Obama, did not win as many electoral votes his re-election as his first election. That's not something rare, but it's happening this time again. And it's also 5 fewer. It would only be 1 fewer, but because of the 2020 census, it just made it a little harder for him. Anyway, thank you for watching, everyone. Thank you for watching. Please be sure to leave a like, subscribe, hit that notification bell, and share this video with all your friends. And leave in the comments or the live chat if you like this video or not, and the results. Bye.